to master my growth. Today we're in the flower room, in the empty flower rooms. The lights are down. We had to empty this room, unfortunately, before harvest. My plants ended up herming and pollinated my old crop. The worst nightmare for a grower. One of the worst nightmares that could happen to a grower beside pests and bugs. I didn't caught on to it. It's my fault. And they ended up herming on me the two Eastern Cape that they were down here a week behind. I'm pretty sure they're the one that hermed on me and pollinated my plants, and they started to produce seeds. I was finding it funny that week 1, week 2, week 3 that there were slow production on bud, and when I trimmed the bottom of them, I didn't see it until I got to those two Eastern Cape that they were a week behind, and by then it was too late. The plant were pollinated and they were focusing on producing seeds instead of forming bud. Herming, the real name for it, from what I read, is Hermaphrodite. Herming for short word, or you could have the nanas that look like little bananas. But these were herming. They were little ball that like meal sack on a meal, and they open and pollinate the whole crop. So I had a couple choice. I could have left them and finished them the harvest, and you wouldn't have been as potent, but they still would have produced a trichome that could have made bubble ash or dry shift out of them. But because of the clones in the 4x4 tent, I didn't want to come in this room that been pollinated and pull them into the clone tent and give it to them. So I decided to just cut my loss and throw everything out and keep the clone in the tent upstairs. Really sucks. Art lesson for a grower. And yeah, should have harvest for 420. But no, we don't have an harvest for 420. From what I read, it could be because of the breeder that they're taking shortcut to produce the seed and just get them out the market. By taking shortcut, I mean a good breeder would put their plant through stress tests like eye heat, eye humidity, eye condition, stress to the plant to see if they could handle it. And if the herm ain't not herming Hermaphrodite, then they would throw them out and just keep the one that passed the stress test and put those seeds onto the market, right? Another factor could be, I'm not blaming the breeder, it's my own fault that I didn't pay enough attention. Another thing is a light leak. If you have like a light leak going through your grow tent or your grow room, that could make the plant too hermy on you. Another factor that I read was overwatering your plants could put stress and herm on them. yeah. Can't really think right now, guys. I'm so bummed out. But it's a lesson you learn as a grower. So yeah, I'm gonna be paying more attention about that. The clone that we have in the tent, they should be ready to come down in the flower room in 2 weeks. I gotta sanitize the whole room. I already got all the fans sanitized in all the room. I use this squeegee mop thing. I have a bucket of hot water and vinegar. I'm gonna wash down the walls and the floor with this. And white plastic, I'll do it by hand. And wipe everything down, then go take a shower, change my clothes before they go in the tent tonight to make sure I'm not bringing any pollen to those clones in the tent, guys. Double check for light leak. I'm not gonna stress those clones, I'm not topping them, I'm gonna do very minimum stress to them. Just to make sure we have the next crop doesn't hormone me. But I read that the clone, if he was genetic, say it was the Eastern Cape that hormoned me, well, I'd get rid of the Eastern Cape clone because they weren't doing well. I didn't like that strain, the struggle a lot in veg. But say like the honey papaya that I have in the tent in the CBD, if he was genetic, the clone could also hormone me. So I gotta be careful and watch for hormone on those clones in the tent. Oh, this really sucks. But you never stop learning as a grower, and hopefully my video would prevent other growers to make the same mistake that I did and not pay attention to that. So hopefully when my video been out there, that'll be a reminder for some growers too to really pay attention to their plant about harming. Yeah, they look like little male ball, like you would see on the male plant. If you're not familiar with it, you could look Hermaphrodite and look at the pictures, what they look like, so you know what to look for. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna start cleaning this room, sanitize everything. Let me know in the comment what you guys use to sanitize your tent or your grow room. Right now I'm using bleach and hot water, bleach everything down. I do it twice just to make sure that I get all the pollen out of the air before bringing the clone down here. So let me know in the comment what you guys use to sanitize your room or your grow tent with. And we'll see you on the next one. Master my grow. Peace.